why are you in a dark forest at 4 a.m., 25 minutes from home? And why are you telling me not to try and start a business, bro? I'm not seeing anything here. But I already decided that I'm gonna do this. I already committed to it. There can be now rain or like weird sounds, and then I tell myself, okay, I should stop. So by the definition, if you say, okay, you're gonna try something, like you're gonna fail, because there are gonna be excuses and there are gonna be roadblocks on the way. And also, what's the alternative? Do you wanna stay like where you currently at? Like your worst case scenario is everybody's reality of working a 9 to 5, and you have to commit to something. I have to switch, otherwise I literally can't see the road. Your worst case scenarios, and you have to stick to one thing. So always commit to that one thing. I was telling my teacher my business plan, so the school could give me allowance to start as a minor. But my teacher said, yeah, I'm sure you can try, and if it doesn't work, then you just stop, But she doesn't get that you have to commit to something entirely. You have to commit it and stick to it, and no plan B. Otherwise, you also won't take it serious enough. And there's a beauty in going from 0 to hero. There's something, as a man, when you're worthless, but then you completely get up there, and you have to, look at it like this. Like, of course it's gonna be dark, you don't know how long it's gonna take, you don't know where exactly you are. And then it's also normal to be misunderstood, if you just go so far that people can't comprehend the horizon of the actions you are taking, and people are gonna tell you, oh, you're wrong, stop, it's not worth trying, and they are right, and until they are not. And in this space, you either get crushed or you crush, It's like either there's no really like, oh, I'm making 3K a month passive income, either you make it or you suffer until you make it, basically. And nobody's gonna put you in there. Nobody told me, okay, go in the forest and film this video, Like, you have to, it's your choice, and nobody's gonna save you. And if you're right with your 9 to 5, then I'm gladly wrong. It's all a choice. You can decide when you want to stop, like putting in the volume to the right probabilities, and then saying, okay, now I want to stop. Now this is enough success for me. But it's at the end, you still have to stick to one thing until it works. Everything is a test, I could have said, oh, my mind playing tricks on me, like, oh, do you really want to go in the forest? You can also do this in the street. You don't have to do this in the dark. It's a test if you react to it or not. Like, be glad that you have these challenges, and also you can document it because you learn how to speak in front of a camera, and you have this camera team effect where I'm hearing sounds all over the place. A camera effect where, imagine, a camera team is all the way with you, and then you automatically make the right decisions, because you have eyes on you, basically. And you always find a way. If you want a way, you always find a way, Like, even in my position when I was 14 and my parents said no to the business and stuff, I could have still stick to YouTube until I made ad revenue, And then ad revenue, they can't decline that. It's already like in the account, So if people say, oh, I can't find a way, like, if you want to, you always find a way. When I was in school, while I was doing the drop shipping, I would go to school, I would put my head down, and I think, how can I make this work? As soon as I get home, how will I execute? What will my focus be? I'm gonna make this work. I have to make this work. What do I have to focus on? What skills? How I'm gonna exactly execute it? What's my reaction when it's gonna get hard? And then I have people saying, oh, I'm thinking of starting it. Don't even start then. Like, either you're like, if you really want something, then you don't wait for the stars to align, Like, it's a little confusing. Or you say you want to lose weight, but then you're already talking about cheat days, Like, I'm thinking about starting, or I don't know if it will work. Yeah, with this mindset, it probably won't work, Like, there really is no choice. Just don't try to start a business. Just do it as stupid as it sounds and put more on your plate, then you can swallow basically, and then you figure everything out in the process. Also because people can't appreciate it. If they start at 100, if they start rich and checked, it's nothing to them. Because, what choice do you have? Like, you have to be all in to make it work, because other people are all in. So, like, if you really want something, yeah, hope this helped. See you.